What's up, guys? Android21 here, coming at you guys with another Tech Talk. Today we got the red and the blue cards. Yes, I know I'm a little bit late on this one again. I am sorry. I'm actually recording this right after the green and the yellow cards got dropped. But this one's going to go up first. Green and yellow are going to go up in a separate video. Anyway, let's get this over with. Get these videos up for you guys so you guys know what is coming in set 3 Cross Realms. And to start things off, we have my personal favorite red leader of the entire set, including the starter decks. We've got Pan. That's right, we got Leader Pan. Once per turn, when you play a battle card, choose that card, it gains 5k power for the turn. Then, if its power is 2k or more, draw a card. Now, here's the thing with this card. This will automatically activate the first card you play. So make sure it counts. The second thing is, it has to hit that 2k on when this triggers. So it has to get the 2k off the 5k boost from Pan. Otherwise, you're not going to get the draw at all that turn. But here's the other thing. When she awakens, which is at 4, you don't draw with her. You untap 2 of your energy. Which is fine because you're getting a lot of draw with her anyway from her auto. And untapping energy when you awaken is actually really good if you can manage to awaken on your turn. If you're forced to awaken on your opponent's turn, it's still fine because then you have the extra energy open to combo with. But that's enough about this side. Her other side, after she's awakened, is pretty much the same, except when she attacks, you draw a card. But it is Pan ready to fight. And this is what, and I just love this card. I'm actually already got plans for this card when we get it. And I've seen really good stuff with this card, and it's amazing. Next up, we have Dr. Mayu. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. GT was not really my favorite series. And, well, okay. Parts of GT were not my favorite. I'll say that much. Dr. Mayu was one of the parts that I did not care for. But he has active main, once per turn, choose one Machine Mutant battle card from your hand with 5k or less and play it. So he's actually a really good leader. And he has the standard 4 less life, draw 2, awaken. Then we have, when he awakens, turns into Scheming Dr. Mayu, which is pretty much the same effect, but instead of 5k, it's 10k, which is decent. You just play him out for free. Free. Pluses. Moving on, we have Rising Fist Super Saiyan 2 Son Goku. And this card is actually not bad. For 3 reds and 1, it's to evolve Son Goku GT. Keep that part in mind. You cannot evolve, say, a bundled Curiosity Goku into this. But it's got double strike, it's 20k. And when a card evolves into this, draw 2. So you definitely always want to evolve into it if you're going to play it. Determined Super Saiyan Son Goku. He's a 3-drop for red with critical. And has a permanent, if your life is at 4 or less, increase the energy of this card by 2. Which means it gets around things like Son Goten. It gets around things like, well, can't really get around Toa. Anyway, it already got around the lower cost Toa, and even increasing it by 2 doesn't get around the bigger one. So, don't mind about Toa. But this thing is actually not bad. 15k with crit, which is pretty standard actually. For 3. Next we have Pint-Sized Warrior Son Goku. A 1-drop for red, which has the auto. When you play this card, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. And choose 1 red Son Goku GT among them. Then shuffle your deck. Not bad. I like it. It's a good nice little searcher. Sorry about that, guys. Next, we have Shocking Future Son Goku, which is a 2-drop with the auto at the end of the battle after you combo with this card. Choose up to one. I think it's Son Goku GT. They need to fix that on there, but if you look at the card closely, it does say choose one Son Goku GT with 5k or less power from your deck and add it to your hand, which is really good. Next, we have a Vanilla Pan, a 1-drop with 10k power. That is actually really good for 1-drops. Next up, we have Reliable Trunks, who evolves for 2 red from Trunks GT. So it's essentially a 2-drop with critical, 20k power, and when you play this card, draw 1, then choose up to one of your red leader cards or red battle cards, it gains 5k power for the duration of the turn. That is really good. Next up is one of the most talked about red cards from the set, Quick Rush Trunks. It's a 2-drop, 15k power with critical. Yeah, really good. And if it seems like I'm going through these a little bit faster than normal, it's because I have a lot to talk about. Because I'm doing all the reds in this video, I'm doing all the blues in this video, and there's a lot of cards. But anyway, next up, Dependable Robot Giru. He's a 2-drop blocker, but you're not usually, if you are playing this card, you're not dropping him for 2. You're dropping him for free. Because his permanent is if Pan is in your battle or leader area, you play this card for free. Not bad. Next we have Handy Giru. Here's our new red super combo. And he's essentially just like the old super combos, where red leader, 4 or less life, he gains 10k combo power. It's not. He's basically a new age Pharos. Next up, we have another one of my favorite cards from Red, Hidden Power Oob. He's a 3-drop with double strike and 20k power. Yeah, he's good. Next up, we have Bodyguard Ledgic. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. Again, didn't get too into GT when it was airing. There was parts of it I liked, there was parts of it I didn't care for. Anyway, he's actually a bodyguard. But he's a 3-drop with blocker, and if your opponent has battle cards in the battle area and you have none, you play it for free. He's essentially, if you guys have played Yu-Gi-Oh before, he's essentially Cyber Dragon. Not bad. He's interesting. Power Absorbing Lewd. He is a 3-drop for 2 red. And he has the permanent, if Pan is not under this card, it cannot attack. Then he also has active main once per turn. Choose one battle card in your drop area and place it under this card. This card gains double strike for the turn. It's interesting. I don't see it being played very much, but maybe someone out there will prove me wrong. He is Machine Mutant, so let's keep that part in mind. And he's a 3-drop with 25k attack. So maybe someone down the road can do something with this to make it good, but personally, I don't see it happen. Next up, we have Dr. Mayu Under Baby's Control, a 1-drop for Machine Mutants. That when you play this card, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose one Machine Mutant or card whose card name includes Baby, among them and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. It's not bad. He's a good, nice little searcher for the Machine Mutants. Next, we have the big boss general himself, General Evolved Hyper Meta Rito. Double strike, 5-drop for 3 red. Auto, when you play this card, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and they lose a stack for the duration of the turn. And there's initially, they bring about a new mechanic with these Machine Mutants that if a battle card's power falls to 0 or less, it is KO'd. Then, when this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 1,000 or less power and KO that card. So, a lot of energy manipulation here. power manipulation, whatever you want to call it. The machine units are mostly going to be about that gimmick. Next we have Hidden Ability General Rito, who has Union Absorb. He's a 3-drop with 15k. Let me get that out of the way. Union Absorb. Choose one each of Nezzy, Nat, Bizu, and Ribbit from your drop area and place them under this card. Choose up to one General Rito with 25k power from your deck. Place it on top of this card. So he actually Union Absorbs from the drop area, which is pretty nice considering he needs himself plus 4 other cards. Not bad. I can see him being played. Triple Union Super Sigma. Sorry guys, I'm still kind of recovering from this little cold I've had. He's a 4-drop for 3 red, double strike, 20k power. Active main, place this card in your drop area. Draw 2 cards. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and it loses 10k power for the duration of the turn. It's okay. Commander Nezzy. Union Absorb. Choose one each of Bizu and Ribbit from your hand or battle area and place them under this card. Choose up to one Super Sigma from your deck and place it on top of this card. Which is a nice way to get out the, let's see, what was it called? Triple Union Super Sigma. But he also has another, when you play this card, if your leader card is Dr. Mayu, choose up to one Nat from your deck and add it to your hand. So, pretty much all the robots here, except for Rito, will search for another one. Again, to compare it to Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is basically what I used to play before this, along with Pokemon, but anyway. The machine mutants, like Nezzy, Bizu, Ribbit, Nat, they act similar to the original 3 gadgets, in that they each search out the next one when you play them. So, a lot of synergy there. Next we have Mega Cannon Sigma Nat. When you play, so 1 drop for 5k, so you can actually play this for free if you had Dr. Mayu, a leader, which you would have to anyway for his effect. When you play this card, if your leader card is Dr. Mayu, choose up the one Bizu from your deck and add it to your hand. Again, you've seen the synergy, they search for each other. Mega Cannon Sigma Bizu. When you play this card, he searches for Ribbit. And he's a 2-drop for 10k. Next we have Mega Cannon Sigma Ribbit. 2-drop with 10k. When you play this card, he searches out Nezzy. You see the synergy there. Next up, from the Tournament of Power himself, we have Pride and Justice Topo. And he is actually really good. Because he has Counter Attack. Normally he's a 4-drop, but he's for 2 red. Counter Attack, play this card and negate the attack. That alone makes him really good. But the fact that he's 20k power, and if you or your opponent's leader card has 15k or more power, reduce the energy of this card in your hand by 2. So that alone makes him a 2-drop for 2 red. Which already is amazing for an uncommon. He also has an auto. When this card KOs your opponent's battle card, switch it to active mode. So he can attack, switch. Attack, switch. He comes in, negate, see attack. He does everything. He really does. Next we have a new negate for red Unending Awakening. Negate the attack, then choose up to one of your red Saiyan leader cards. It gains 5k power for the duration of the turn. Really good, actually. Yeah, we won't be seeing Metacoolers anymore. Next up, we have another extra card for red. We have Grand Tour Spaceship. I never realized GT Grand Tour. I'm an idiot. Anyway, at the main, look it up to 7 cards on the top of your deck and choose one Son Goku GT, Trunks GT, Pan, or Giru with 15k power or less. And play it. then shuffle your deck. So you literally search the top 7 of the cards, grab one of 4 different characters. It can be any one of them, as long as they have 15k or less power, and you play them for free. Because this is only a 2 cost. Yeah. I can see this actually being used in Mecha Frieza lists. Like aggro Mecha Frieza could be a thing with this card. And I believe this is... No, one more after this. So the next extra card we have is Baby Subdual. It's a 3 cost 3 red. Which won't be playing Mecha Frieza, I can tell you that much. Active main, if your leader card is a Machine Mutant, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 15k or less power and switch it to active mode. It gains 5k power for the duration of the turn. Then, gain control of it. So not only are the Machine Mutant decks lowering your opponent's battle cards in power and possibly KOing them that way, they're taking control of them and pumping them up. This deck might be one to watch out for. And then the last extra card in red is actually a field card, Planet M2. And what it does is a 1-drop for 1. When this card is placed in the battle area, if your leader card is Dr. Mayu, draw 1 card. That's all fine and dandy. It's not bad. It's drawing cards. It's always good. It also has active battle. Switch this card to rest mode. If it's your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards or battle cards. It loses 5k power for the duration of the battle. And then it has that whole gimmick with if a battle card's power falls to 0 or less, it is KO'd. So, red has some very interesting things in its common through rare slots. Technically, I already know what all the super rares are, but I don't remember all the effects off the top of my head. I do have a list of all of them, and I might go over them in a separate video. But anyway, that's been the red cards. Let's move on to the blue, because we're already 17 minutes in, and we only get halfway through. So, moving on to the blue side. We have our first leader, Majin Buu. He is our rare blue leader for the set. When this card attacks a leader card, place the top card of your deck under this card. Then, if there are 2 or more cards under this card, draw a card. So he's a nice little draw engine. And all those cards under him are going to be beneficial here in a second. But when your life is at 4 or less, choose 2 of your energy, switch in active, and flip it over. So 4 of this, untap 2, awaken. And he awakens into Majin Buu completely revived. And this thing is a beast. Auto, once per turn when this card attacks, place the top card of your deck under this card. Then draw 1 card. Which, again, nice little synergy with the front side. You gain more cards under it, getting more card draw. Active main. Choose 5 cards under this card and place them in the drop area. Switch this card to active mode. It gains 5k power for the duration of the turn. So, as long as you have at least 5 cards under him, he can attack twice. He can attack 3 times. He can possibly, and I say possibly, attack 4 times in 1 turn. If you have enough cards under him. He's one to watch out for. Even if you attack twice, that second attack is for 20k, unboosted. Well, unboosted by any other cards. So, yeah, this thing is definitely one to watch out for. The other blue leader we're getting is another Son Goku. And I have mixed feelings about this card. I'll say that right now. How can I say this? My first reaction when I saw this card is that I thought it was worse than Hit. And that's saying something because a lot of people say Hit is the worst leader in the game. And the main reason I say that is because of his permanent right here. And that's the main reason I thought it. And it's permitted is that you can only place up to 6 energy. And if I'm trying to build up to something like, say, the 7-drop Beerus or the 12-drop Whis or anything big like that, this is not the leader for me. That being said, his active main is amazing and can lead to some really gimmicky things, but in the same way is gimmicky, but it's also very broken. His active main is place 1 card from your hand in the drop area. If you have no energy, choose 2 cards from your life and add them to your energy. So you're awakening faster than normal. Turn 1, you're going to be down to 6 life instead of 8. You're 2 away from awakening. Yes, you have to skip your charge phase for the turn, but that's actually kind of fine. And then he has the standard 4 less life, draw 2, flip it over. And he awakens into Heightened Evolution Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. Still has that nasty permanent of you can only play 6 energy, which I am still not a fan of. I know I just said it, but still. But his auto is, again, amazing. At the end of your turn, choose up to 3 of your energy and switch them to active mode. So you can literally tap out for anything and still have 3 energy at the end of your turn. I don't want to say it's better than Starter Coup, because, again, I'm not a fan of this card. I'm a fan of Starter Coup. I'm not a fan of this. But, yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, moving on, because we still have a lot to go over. Ultimate Spirit Bomb Son Goku is a 7-drop for 3 blue. Has 25k power. Has EX Evolve for 1 blue. Place 2 cards from your hand in the drop area. You have to have a blue Son Goku with energy cost 5 or more. He has Double Strike. And then he has the permanent, your opponent can't activate counter against this card's attack. That part alone is amazing. But he is meant to be a game ender. Because when this card attacks, you can choose up to 5 battle cards in your energy area and combo with them. Now, the reason I say he's a game ender is because if you do that, those whatever cards you choose for that, don't go back to the energy area. They do go to the drop zone. So if you're going to use this auto, make sure it is your Alpha Strike. Make sure you are going for game. And make sure your opponent cannot combo over it. Anyway, moving on. We have Furious Rush Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. He's a 5-drop for 2 blue. Dual attack. And when you play this card, draw 1 card. He's really good. I actually like him. Sorry, once again. Final Explosion Prince of Destruction Vegeta is a 4-drop, 2 blue. Double Strike, 20k. At the end of the battle, after this card attacks, place this card at the bottom of your deck. Then choose any number of your opponent's battle cards for which the total cost adds up to 5 or less, and KO. So, basically, he is a reverse Kale. Kale pops all stuff when she enters the battle. This thing pops all stuff when he leaves the battle area. And he goes back to the bottom of your deck. So, pretty much as long as you keep playing him and attacking with him, you'll never deck out. Basically. As long as he's the only thing you're attacking with, and drawing and whatever, as long as he's the only thing you're attacking with each turn, you can just keep playing him turn after turn, and you would draw a turn. You get the idea. Next we have Universal Leader Grand Supreme Kai, and this is the start of the Boo deck archetype in set 3. He's a 2-drop for 1 blue. When you play this card, choose up to one battle card other than Grand Supreme Kai with a card name that includes Supreme Kai from your deck and add it to your hand. So it's anywhere in your deck. He searches for any Supreme Kai other than himself, which is pretty nice, because we do got some decent Supreme Kais, such as Unyielding Defender, each Supreme Kai, who he's a 2-drop for 2 blue, 5k power, but he is a blocker and has barrier. So, not bad. It's okay. But this, I think, is the best of the Kais. Or at least, it's definitely one of the better Kais that you can grab. Majin Defier, West Supreme Kai. She has barrier, which is always good. She is a 2-drop for 2 blue, 5k power, but that's fine, because if you guys have ever played Magic of the Gathering, I know I reference a lot of different card games for this, but she is what you would call a mana dork, in that you can use this card to pay energy costs even when it's in your battle area. So yeah, you can actually tap her in the battle area and use her to pay for stuff. And she technically actually gets around the Goku leader only being able to play 6 energy. Next up, we have Majin Defier, South Supreme Kai. 3-drop, 1 blue, 15k power. He has critical. And he's a god. All these Kais are gods. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less and return it to their owner's hand. So every time he attacks, you're bouncing a battle card. Most likely going to be a blocker. And he's got crit. That's not bad. Next up, Majin Defier, North Supreme Kai. He is a 2-drop, 10k power blocker, and when you play this card, choose up to one god in your battle area with an energy cost of 3 or less and switch it to active mode. So, pretty much you can use the Mana Dork to help pay for this. And since that Kai is a god, play it, untap it, and you can then tap it again for something else. Not bad. Kabito, Kai's Attendant, is another god. 2-drop, 1 blue, 10k power. Active main, switch this card to rest mode. Choose one of your battle cards and return it to your hand. Then, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less and return it to the owner's hand. So, he's a mini Golden Frieza. He's not bad. Next up, we have our new blue super combo, Powers Combined Kabito Kai, which has the auto, when you drop combo with this card, if your leader card is blue and your life is 4 or less, gains 10k power. Standard old OG super combo stuff. But he also has the added effect that you can then choose one card in your opponent's combo area and return it to the owner's hand. So, Jocko. Then if there's no cards in your opponent's combo area, draw a card. So yeah, he does a lot. Okay, this has to be one of my personal favorite blue cards in the set. Just because for the name. Thinks he's the best Hercule. 2-drop, 1 blue, 10k power. And there's a little bit of controversy around this card, I'll say that right now. But his auto is, when you play this card, if your leader card is Majin Buu, choose 2 of your energy, place them at the bottom of your deck. Then, take the top 2 cards of your deck and add them to your energy. There are some people saying that the second half of this can be used with any leader. I'm going to come out right now and say, this whole effect can only activate if your leader is Majin Buu. Because, and the reason is that, again, I'm comparing this to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that do this, then do this. You have to do the first part to do the second part. Simple enough. Agent of Resurrection Babidi. This is another really good card. Which is a 1-drop for 1 blue. When you play this card, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose one Majin Buu among them and add it to your hand. Can be any Majin Buu. Energy boosted. Awakening Evil. Grand Evil. Any Majin Buu. from any set. So this is a really good tutor card. Magician's Father, Bibbidi. 4-drop, 2 blue, 10k power. Permanent. All of the Majin Buu in your battle area gain barrier. Man, this is getting a tongue twister. And when you play this card, choose up to one out of control evil Majin Buu from your deck and play it. So you're dropping this for 4. All your Majin Buus get barrier, and you get Majin Buu out of your deck for free. Yeah, I see it. It's not bad. Speaking of out of control Majin Buu, here he is. He's a 3-drop, 2 blue. You can absorb 1 blue. Place 1 battle card from your hand under this card. Choose up to 1 blue Majin Buu with an energy cost of 5 from your deck and place it on top of this card. Then shuffle your deck. So he's helping you chain up to the bigger and better Majin Buus. He also has critical with 15k power. Pretty standard at this point. Speaking of 5-drop Majin Buus, power absorbing Majin Buu. You can also evolve him from South Supreme Kai for 2 blue and 2 others. He's got dual attack. He has active main once per turn. Choose 1 South Supreme Kai under this card. This card gains all that card's skills. So, pretty similar to Grand Evil Absorption Majin Buu, and how he can choose a Gohan Adolescence under him. This thing can choose South Supreme Kai and gain its skills. Next up, one of the best Majin Buus in the set. I'm going to say that right now, because Buhan loves this card. Majin Buu, Dawn of the Rampage. It's a 4-drop for 1 blue. Has Union Absorb for 2. Place 1 battle card from your hand under this card. Choose up to 1 Awakening Evil Majin Buu from your deck and place it on top of this card. Now remember, Awakening Evil is the 5-drop red from set 2. This card has barrier. This card also has the permanent, when this card is under a card, the Majin Buu on top of this card gains barrier. So he has barrier, and he gives the card he evolves into barrier. I like it. I really do. Literally, you can play this down. The next turn, you need to absorb for 2, using pretty much any card. Especially if you have like a Gohan in hand already. Place that Gohan under him. Evolve into Awakening Evil. So you already have the Gohan under that Awakening Evil. You can put any other battle card under him, go into the Grand Evil, and you're ready to go. Next up, we have another 5-drop Majin Buu, God Absorber. For 2 blue and 2, he can evolve from Grand Supreme Kai. He also has Double Strike. And he has the permanent, if this card would leave the battle area when there's any Grand Supreme Kai cards placed under him, place all the cards under this card in the drop area instead. So he has a nice little blanket protection. The first extra card we're talking about for blue is Most Evil Absorption is sorry. Most Evil Absorption in history. God, this is getting long, is becoming the tongue twister. At the main, if your leader card is Majin Buu, choose 1 of your Majin Buu, and choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards. Place the chosen opponent battle card under the chosen Majin Buu. You can choose your leader with this. Or, you can choose Grand Evil, you can choose Awakening Evil, any Majin Buu. Moving on to the second page, we've got Rebirth of Justice. At the main, choose 1 blue battle card in your hand with an energy cost of 5 or less and play it. Then choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return it to the hand. So, for 4 energy, 2 of them have to be blue. You can play 1 blue battle card in your hand that costs 5 for free. And then battle something of your opponent's. And I believe the blue gold Frieza is a 5 cost. So, yeah. That's a lot of bouncing. That's some synergy. And the last extra card for blue, and the last one we're going to talk about in this video, because God forbid we're already at 35 minutes, oh my lord. Boo Make You Cookie! Another one of my favorites, just for the name. So 1 drop for 1 blue. It's a counter attack. So yes, we're getting a new blue negate as well. So counter attack, negate the attack. Then, if your leader card is Majin Buu, you may place 1 card from your hand in the drop area. If you do so, choose one of your Majin Buu and one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less. And pretty much you absorb it. So, yeah. Boo Make You Cookie. I'm sorry, that name. It's gotta be one of the best names they've ever come up with. But anyway, that's it for the blue cards, and as well as the red for set 3. In the next Teck Talk, we'll be going over the green and the yellow cards. Well, the green and yellow, common, uncommon, and rares. Until next time, guys, Android 21 signing off.